Hello, I'm Maria McMahon and I'm a British certified therapist. I work with men and women to help them heal from narcissistic abuse. And I thought I'd start with this one to give you some tips to help you cope with the festive season. So let me ask you, are you dreading the thought of the forthcoming festive season? Now, a study revealed that 31% of Americans find the holiday season frantic, and I'm sure that the results in the UK and other countries would come up with similar percentages. Now, big holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas can be even more difficult to cope with if you've recently been discarded by a narcissist. Even if you've discarded them or you've been away from them for a long time, you can still find that big, festive seasons very hard to get through. And the question is why? Now, the reason is that we've been bludgeoned by society at large, pretty much since we were kids, to believe that these occasions are, happy, joyful, full of gift giving and all this healthy, loving stuff. And we feel like complete outsiders if we're not feeling the joy too. Now, obviously those things are true and it can be that way, but it's not always that for everybody. And Christmas is a particularly difficult time because you get all those popular Christmas songs that start playing everywhere you go, and it's impossible to escape them. The shops, TV, social media, they're all awash with adverts and all things Christmassy, and there you're sitting hating every minute of it. Now, in relation to narcissistic abuse, there could be several reasons why you loathe or are not looking forward to the festive season. So let me give you some examples, and all of these are things that my clients have shared with me. Maybe you grew up in an abusive household where these occasions were not celebrated, or they were, but they became a time of more strife because maybe you didn't receive presents whilst others in your family did, and maybe you were left feeling like a rank outsider. This happens very often in narcissistic families where there's a golden child and there's a scapegoat child, okay? Or perhaps it's the case that the occasion stirs up bittersweet memories and fills you with longing for those great times when everything was wonderful in your world. Those times when your ex was treating you like you walked on water, and now your heart aches to have that time back again. Maybe you're trauma bonded. That's something I'll talk about in another video. Or maybe you have children with your ex and they're spending the holidays with the ex and your heart is breaking. Or maybe you're still in touch with your narcissistic family and you're expected to go and spend Christmas with them. And it's going to be like walking barefoot on glass because you've been there before. So whatever the reason, you find yourself dreading the forthcoming festivities. And this can also make your symptoms of anxiety and stress and depression and moodiness and trauma bonding or CPTSD much worse. You might be living just in a state of dread or even fear and not know how you're going to cope with that at all, okay? The thing about these big festive holidays is that you have to plan ahead a little bit, and you are maybe just in need of some help, some tips, some different thinking about what you can do to start planning ahead for the festivities. So in this little series, I'm going to share with you some practical ideas. So follow me for all my tips in this short video series. I think I've got 8 tips for you coming up soon. Thank you very much indeed. Bye for now.